Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a very special in between seasons episode of Sanguine Scourge, where what should we call this? Two Malkavians and some Oblivion,
Yeah.
something like that. Two
Spoilers, I
Malkavians
guess.
and Oblivion.
We have some threads that have yet to connect, and also some threads that need to loose ends that we want to follow up on that don't necessarily need to be in a full episode, I think.
So who best to try and connect broken pieces than a couple of Malkavians that definitely have their shit together?
Honestly, more so than some of their coteries.
I fear. But before I go into a couple of things, would you like to introduce yourself, Rosie?
Yes, hello. Rosalie, she, her pronouns. I am here to be Leonia, also she, her pronouns. I'm not editing that out. This is pre-recorded, but we're going to keep it.
Yeah, it's okay. And I'm Natasha, found everywhere on the internet at Natasha P Cosplays. I go by she, her pronouns, and today I will be both Storyteller and Tara, who goes by she, they pronouns. But otherwise, as Storyteller, I will be going by many more. And as always, with Sanguine Scourge, this is a more adult show compared to our other ones here on Don't Kill My Character. So please be aware if some content might come up that might be a little bit more on the horror side, a little bit more mature. So please take care of yourselves. Content warnings will be in the chat, especially for this one. We can be more aware since it is pre-recorded. So if anything comes up, we can make sure to add that.
You can even have timestamps. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. But with that, are we ready, Kindred, to start? Over the course of the few months after our exciting finale, several of our kindred have taken advantage of this time to try and get some things done while the Second Inquisition seems to have gone dark after their large-scale attack on the kindred of Quebec City. On a cool night in late fall, we find Leonia on the Isle of Orleans driving, a business card on her dashboard on the northern side of this island situated in between the St. Lawrence River. Tell me, Leonia, how do we find you tonight? What's been on your mind?
Leonia did force herself to be conscious before she usually would, so that she could wash her hair and let it air dry. So she's been up quite a while, even though it's still early in the evening. And is dressed appropriately, not too nice for where she's going, but definitely expensive. And I think, Natasha, tell me, there was, when we received this business card, it was a whole corpse. And it's been a bit.
This business card? It was a physical.
Yes. So at the time, Cameron had been like, okay, we'll hang on to this body because Dana had said like, oh, this can help you follow up on that.
Oh, yes. She did also give you a physical business card. She had her little Rolodex, I believe.
But the implication, I think maybe Leonia had done some research or something to figure out that this original implication wasn't actually what it was supposed to be. The implication was we would be taking the body to that place.
Fair.
So I'm like,
they can help you out more.
Something from that?
Yeah, true. So this might be a little bit earlier on as opposed to later on in our time skip, just to make sure the body stays intact. You might be able to get a Tremere that could help you with preservation, but who knows? So a little bit earlier on than expected in this time skip. But as you're driving through the city, through this much quieter part of Quebec, you probably have this body in the back. And as you pull up, you see a small little cemetery. If you plugged it into your GPS, it is called the Cimetière Saint-Pierre de l'Île d'Orléans. And it's a smaller cemetery, but home to quite a few noted Quebecois figures, including poets and other artisans. and it's not large, but it's quite beautiful. And you see one entrance, a one-way road that leads up to what you can see in the dark roughly is a group of several houses, a cul-de-sac in the distance. That seems to be where the GPS is leading you. And as you pull in, you make your way around, park, and you have about a group of 3 houses, 2 smaller, comfortable homes, and one slightly larger, seems like the main family home. Beautiful space, classic colonial furnishings and architecture, a light gray in color with dark blue shingles and windows, shutters.
Okay. And she definitely looked up Google Street View here beforehand. She probably drove up here a couple times before this once, before she took the necessary supplies with her. But she will grab the business card. She has a small, like, over-the-shoulder bag, tucks it in there, grabs some sort of accessory that this person had, maybe a holster or something, a small bit, just in case she doesn't need to unload the whole thing. We can just take something that can fit in her bag.
And it's been fairly well preserved. I'm remembering now, it was kept in the ice box of a one local Demetsi.
Also on this island.
Yes. These are her neighbors, which is one of the people that she referenced you to. Both your sire and Cameron's sire seem to have known this family living here. And the name on the business card specifically is for a Marco Giovanni.
Marco Giovanni. Okay. Okay. Not expecting me, but they are business people. They do expect people to drop by, and I do have a reason to be here. I'm not just dropping by for no reason. And okay. Gets out of her car carrying just her small bag with I'm going to say it's like a pistol holster or something that we took off of this person in her bag, and has the business card in her hands as like proof I should be here kind of thing, and approaches the door.
Okay. And as you complete your first daunting task of the night of ringing the doorbell, eventually...
Not wrong.
Let's see how this night has fared for you so far. Can I please have a hunger roll to see for a rouse check? See how you woke up.
That's right. We're still playing a game, even though this is a one-on-one thing. That's right.
It has high stakes necessarily, but
okay, I did fail, which I feel like checks out.
That takes
especially
you
if
up to
I was
2
up
hunger.
For a while already.
Yeah. Sometimes forcing yourself to wake up a little bit earlier is rough.
The hair takes so long to try.
It takes so long. And as you open up the door, or as the door opens up for you, you see a young woman. She seems to be in a bit of a house robe situation since it is the evening. Hair high up in a bun, a little frazzled, slightly curly hair that just seems like yours on a regular day. It doesn't seem like she didn't let it air dry. She didn't do anything to try and maintain the curl. So it's a little bit, there's 3 different types of curl patterns going on right now. And she seems to have pretty classic Italian features, you would say, as she opens the door. Yes, sorry, we don't take certain solicitors. You are...
Oh, I'm here. I was told Marco could help me out. Dr. Dana gave me the information, holding up the card.
Seems legit. Oh, you're one of his. Okay, give me a moment. I'll go get my uncle.
Thank you.
Come on inside. Come on inside. Sorry for the appearance. It's a little bit
everywhere. No. It's your home. It's your home.
Oh, no, you're good. My name's Natalia. It's nice to meet you.
Natalia.
and she brings you into a pretty classic, very normal looking home, knowing that kindred live here. And you can tell by the breath, the flush of her face, when she met the cold, there was still hot air coming out. You saw her breath in the wind, that she is kind, she is mortal. And she brings you into the home and over to a little couch space that seems to be a little bit separated out, a little parlor room to host guests.
Real quick, before we get to the parlor room.
Yes.
There a spot to put my shoes by the door?
Oh yeah, it looks like a classic mud room. You see like several different shoes as well on this little shoe shelf, both kids' shoes, adult shoes, high heels. Also, it looks like several people live and come in and out of this house regularly.
I take off my shoes before stepping on any carpet.
Sounds good. Oh, darling, you're fine. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Right this way. And she sits you down, and you see while she seems at ease, you see another gentleman kind of round the corner from the other entrance of this parlor room, where things are pretty classic, like mid 2000s style of furnishings. There still seem to be some lingerings of the 90s of some furniture pieces that they just don't want to get rid of. It'd be too expensive to replace. But some newer stuff, that's some classic IKEA furniture in here to save money, big family, you know. And some beautiful artwork pieces, though, that look like they range in era. There seem to be some older pieces, but by the names of all the artists, they all look to be Italian in make.
Mm-hmm.
And you see this gentleman kind of come in from the other entrance, and he seems a little bit gruffer, a little bit more wary of you. He's larger in build, and Natalia turns to him and says, "Oh, darling, can you just keep an eye out? I'm just going to go get Marco. I think he's in the back. It might take me a little while to go find him, dear. I'll be right back." And she heads out. Is there anything you do while you're waiting here?
No, honestly.
Fair.
She sits there kind of fidgeting, looks at the person that was left.
Mm-hmm.
Like, watching her? Is that the
Very
vibe
much
here?
Yeah, watching you. He seems bigger. You can't tell if he's maybe a ghoul of the family or what his vibe is. He doesn't seem to be kindred.
Okay.
But he doesn't, if you acknowledge him, he doesn't acknowledge you back. He seems very quiet and gruff.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually
very aware she's in someone else's house. She's trying not to be nosy.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, you hear kind of smaller running coming from upstairs directly above you. Just 2 footsteps running around. And then a little clang. And then you hear Natalia's voice from a different part of the house that says, "Joshua, I swear, if you broke that again, you better not make me replace another headboard." And then you hear silence come from upstairs before eventually Natalia comes back around with a figure, a gentleman with dark, long, wavy hair. Looks like it's pulled back into a ponytail right now. He's wearing a simple... He's in his home. He's wearing kind of like a white t-shirt, jeans, slippers, and he seems to have maybe gathered himself a little bit together. He's tucked in his pants, put on a belt or something, knowing that there's guests coming by. And he walks over and says, "Thank you, Natalia. You can head out now. Thank you." Hello. You are Leonia, Natalia said.
Yes.
You came here from Dana.
Yes.
And he takes a seat.
You're aware of everything that happened with the
attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have any issue over here, but
Good.
Lucia did let us know of everything that
Okay.
happened since they
Okay.
did come to the island.
Yeah. So we were I was hoping to be able to ask some questions of some people that were involved that were indisposed afterward.
Okay.
And I didn't even say I wanted to. Dana just knew I would want to and gave me your card. So,
Oh, Dana, the what you call him, Primogen?
yes, my sire.
Mm-hmm. I stay out of politics.
I mean, so do we. That we can.
You seem pretty
You know.
involved. Camarilla?
Yeah.
I know a bit.
It's
Okay, what are you asking here? You said indisposed.
um
I'm a business kind of guy, so please just let me know. Don't Camarilla talk a bit too much for my comfort. Just let me know what you'd like.
uh I mean, it's a human that's not with us.
Got it. And you got what? A body with you?
Yes. I do just
Okay.
have, if you don't want to deal with, I don't know what exactly is necessary.
Mm.
I do have just something that was on their person as well. If you don't want to bother with the full thing, I wasn't sure exactly what would be necessary.
Well, necessary, the body is the best, for sure. Any kind of remnant of the body. You, though, I don't know how old you are, but certain Malkavian can read items, from what I've heard. I don't have that, but I know some of you guys do.
I think I'm young.
Okay, no worries.
I think I might eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Just not yet.
Fair. Not an issue. Uh, what are you offering? My services don't come cheap all the time, depending on how much information you want.
What do you value?
Well, you see, I do have a family I'd like to take care of. A little bit of protection. While I do have the resources to pay for everything that they need, I do like to make sure that undesirables don't interfere. And while I am pretty good, and a couple of others are pretty good with the undead, there are other protections and other monsters out there that I would like a bit more protection from if possible. I don't know if this is something you can provide.
I don't think it's something I can personally provide, but I do know people who can. I think.
Well, for now, let's leave it like this. A boon. A classic one. You all like that. Doesn't not minor, but not huge either. We'll figure it
Moderate.
out in the future.
That's
Where do you have this body? Did you take it into my house?
no, it's in the car.
Oh, okay. I have a shed. Go to the house on the left. Just drive it up there into the garage, and someone will be there to meet you. I'll walk over.
Okay, thank you.
And he sends a text out to whoever seems to be at that place.
Just awkwardly gets up and walks out of the sitting
He walks
room
you
back
out of
to
the house.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah,
puts my
he'll
shoes back
go
on.
right back this way. And he'll kind of like make sure you get to the right place, and then he walks on over. it seems like the garage slowly opens up and you see a young woman inside waiting, the one who had opened the garage to allow you to pull in. And she kind of gives a light wave. Uh, hey, so yeah, feel free to park here. It's 3 spaces, so not much of a deal. Do you need any help getting it out? Or
I think I can handle it.
okay,
Thank you.
yeah.
You've already done so much. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, it's not an issue. I'm here to help. He just texted me that we had a new client, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do a lot of the, shall we say, he's good at, Marco's really good at connecting with remergent life, and I'm good at connecting with them from beyond. So that's what I've
Oh,
focused on.
so you have, are you the one who did the decor and stuff? You have a lovely home.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm not quite that old. I was still a kid at the time when they picked that decor. I wish I could change it. And the
I think you will.
paintings, I don't even know when it's from. I think some of them are from Marco when he used to live in Italy. I'm not sure.
I have some knowledge of like antiques and like his history and
Mm.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to like
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's do an intelligence plus. Do you have a specialty for this at all,
I
or
don't necessarily.
let's do intelligence plus. There's no history one, which always gets me. Academics.
Yeah, it's just straight up intelligence. I research
Yeah,
very specific eras, and Italy isn't one of them. But you know.
fair. If you have academics, though, feel free to add that.
Yeah. 2 successes.
2 successes.
I mean, it could be worse. I did only roll 3.
Yeah. It's not that high. The Renaissance period contained a lot of different eras within that time frame. But you do recognize some classic romantic pieces. They definitely seem to be, and by the framing, it doesn't seem to have changed over the years. It looks older. Some of them are newer pieces, but the ones that look old, you're like, oh, this looks like this should be in a museum, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I do. I have a bit of an interest in like 1500s European history, and some of them look like they might even fit in back then. So, I mean, it's more Prague. It's kind of where that research specialty was at. So I'm not super familiar with the more Italian side of that era, but it did look similar to. Sorry, I'm rambling.
Fair. You don't know. The family's a mix. Marco's Sicilian and Roman, so I don't know other branches of the family where they necessarily are. They may be spread out in Italy, but yeah. Let's get looking at a body.
And open up the back of the Subaru. I think at some point Cameron probably helped install some kind of like false floor or something to hide it a little better. I have this distinct memory of a family member who had an older SUV kind of thing where like we could lift up the floor mat and see the guts underneath it, that kind of thing. So.
Usually where you would put a tire, but you're like, it's a body for tonight, not a tire. And she leads you to a space. This home is a lot different. This home looks less used, but not that people don't live here, but maybe that it seems like dusting isn't as much a priority, that maintenance, that things that maybe the living would enjoy using and making sure that creature habits are taken care of, it doesn't seem as important. And you go upstairs to where would be usually bedrooms, and instead you find labs. Like one room they just take you to is just a slab that they have you lie down, a medical cot that they have you lie down the body on. That seems to have been, the windows have been covered up, soundproofed, everything to make sure that this is a sterile, kind of sequestered environment. Okay. So What are you looking for here? This was a person of the Second Inquisition, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Tasha, it's as of right now when we're recording, it's been like 2 months since we did our finale. I think Leonia mostly just has the one question, which is, did you have like contact with any kindred aside from Marcus? I think is basically the only thing I can think of that would be useful for us to know right now.
Yeah.
Just point of contact
Mm-hmm.
information. I think that's all I can think of that we really needed to ask. I hope I'm not wrong.
Well, we can always do a little, I can give some levity. You have time here, so it's not like we can't say if you have a question after. I can also tack that on and let you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for. The ceremonies. I don't care about the powers. I want the ceremonies. There we go. Okay. So you see she starts to kind of move around the body, and she grabs random objects. She pulls a skull off of the shelf that she seems to talk to and converse, and maybe she asks questions from every once in a while before moving through the space and kind of plucking certain parts of the body, kind of testing it out, and kind of moving her fingers around in the air, trying to feel something out. You can't quite tell. I forget. Do you have Sense the Unseen?
I do.
Would you like to activate that? I think that
Absolutely.
might come up.
Wits, awareness, and aspects, all three?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
So many.
It's so many dice. 1 sec, I have to sort these. Well, if it's a fail, it is a bestial kick. But I'm gonna spend a willpower on this because that's an embarrassing number of successes for that number of dice that I just rolled. That's embarrassing. Okay, that's much better. All 3 of those rerolls became successes, thank God. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
6 successes. Okay. With 6, you're able to kind of see as this room itself seems to shift before you in appearance, and almost an overlay of, usually when you're looking at ghosts, they're a little bit faded, as if there's a veil constantly in front of them. Here, as you see the ghost of this man that's on the table emerge, he looks bright as day. It's as if the veil in this space is a lot weaker and almost non-existent, making necromancy much easier. And communion with the dead, easy as pie for this person you see in front of you. And this ghost sort of wavers as it emerges from the body, and she grabs a few more items and seems to almost chain him spiritually and make sure that he is both immobile, and then you see a little sigil appear on his forehead. Okay. I can start asking questions.
I just need to know the identity of any kindred you had contact with that wasn't hostile.
And she speaks something in Latin and forces him to look at her. And it lets you see Sense the Unseen, but you can't hear. You can hear a little bit, but it's almost like a faded whisper. It seems directed towards her. but she turns to you as this feeling of unease starts to fill the room with the undead so present. Um, it seems like there was another who has met their final death that this person interacted with. A woman. And she almost like, it seems like it's difficult for her as well sometimes to hear what he's saying. A woman who was sent on a mission to spy on a certain coterie. She was sent to look on two coteries, one of both sects, but never came back, seems to have met her final death at the hands of a group of anarchs.
Were they at El Corazon Libre?
I don't know where that is. Is that what he doesn't know exactly where she was sent, but knows the region that she was sent towards, more western Quebec City, which you would know is roughly, that's kind of the area where it is. Most of Anarch territory, though, is west.
I at least know who I can follow up with to find out about that. Thank you.
Is there anything else you need from the spirit? Seems like he met a indecent end. As you remember, I think he had a knife thrown directly through him to shut him up.
Well, he was doing indecent things, so he...
And as you're speaking here, let's see. Do you mind if I keep this body?
No, but sorry, I'm a very curious person. And you can say no, but for what means?
We use bodies of mortals for many things here. I try not to go in too much detail because most people find them unpleasing. But for protection of the home, we can preserve bodies and then use them later as,
Oh, yeah.
I feel it's a Hecata stereotype, but Marco is very good, like I said, with reusing bodies as soldiers. And then if also needed, there are certain things you can do. You can ask the dead very pertinent questions, she says, as she looks, kind of gestures with the skull in her hand.
Is that, is it something that... Sorry, you cannot answer if you don't want to. Just, is that, like, do you have to replace that regularly, or is there a certain...
It depends, but, you need to have it on you. I guess it's the pertinent thing. So if, to keep a couple more around is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll happen with this. This will likely go to Marco's collection, since he's the one in charge, but...
Do you have to learn Latin? Like, did you have to study a long time, or is do you just know the one?
It's something most people in our family learn anyway. It's a useful skill, especially in medicine, which, does come into play if you join our family's other lineage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you know about our family, but it's a bit roll intelligence plus occult.
Okay. Like, I promise I'm not trying to interrogate you. I just thought, this is interesting, okay? Ooh, that's a really good roll.
Ooh.
I mean, it's only 3 out of 6, but it could have been a crit.
Hey, you know? So simply, you do know about Hecata overall. The Giovanni clan specifically you've heard of, and you know that a lot of the original Hecata clan were part of the Giovanni family, and it seems like a lot of them still stem from an actual family tree to this day. You don't know the specifics of who gets picked or anything like that, but you do know that a lot of Hecata were Giovanni originally. Now it's branched out. There are multiple different Hecata all over the world, different branches of that vampiric lineage, but that some of the original were the Giovanni.
So, did you like this is a like inherited family place? Was this location picked because it was conducive to this kind of thing, or was it did the history of the family and the fact that you built here make it more conducive to the use of this stuff?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. We moved, well, Marco moved, my great, is it 2 greats or 3 greats? I can't remember. Grandpa, Marco, he was the one who moved here originally from Italy, from our part of the family. And he picked this area because it was kind of quiet. And there was already a cemetery here before we got here, and we kind of took up ownership of it. And naturally, more ghosts brings thinner veil between life and death. And that makes our job easier. And we can make sure we can close or open that veil to a certain degree. We can kind of choose how much we let through.
And I think just continuing down that similar vein, she is now in just like learning mode, just asking all these questions about how this necromancy stuff works. Just like the curiosity and the openness here, just overcoming that layer of social anxiety disorder because this person is being so open and like.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You find out a little bit more, and she is also more intrigued. She's like, oh, this is always kind of like a special interest of mine, and someone's actually asking about a special interest of mine. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me not pass up this opportunity.
Yeah.
But eventually, as you talk for a little bit, you see, or you hear more so, a plucking at the back of your mind of the weave, as a familiar string on the web gets plucked, and you hear a little whisper stands out from the classic Malkavian whispers in your mind of, oh, this is a lovely cenotaph. I wonder where the body is.
I'm sorry, something just came up. Do you mind if I leave my car here for a bit?
Oh, no, of course. Do you just need to go? If you're going hunting, just no one from the family. Oh, okay.
No. I think somebody's, I didn't know they were going to meet me here, but it makes sense that they would meet me here knowing what I know. So I just need to step outside to the cemetery.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
And you walk out. It's a little bit of a walk. It's not right next to the cemetery. The road goes up a little bit, but it's close enough for a walk, easy. And as you go up, it's easy to spot any figure in the cemetery. It's a lot of low gravestones and cenotaphs. As you see a hooded figure just wandering about with her day. Leonia, hi.
I didn't... Did you know I was going to be here, or is this coincidence, or... I'm happy to see you.
I saw you in a graveyard. But one with walking bodies.
Yeah. I was visiting some the family that lives over there. They work with that kind of thing.
Oh.
So
Yes.
they were.
I think there was an incident with them once where I met one of their family members. Time ago. I don't remember when.
Oh.
Yeah. How have you been? I'm glad to see you're safe.
Yeah.
The kind unharmed you?
No, they didn't. Dana's ghoul, unfortunately, was lost. But everybody that my coterie and our sires are all okay and
good.
Just staying safe. Trying to figure out what exactly happened. I guess I shouldn't have said that our sires are all safe, because how much do you know?
We got harmed. I got personally harmed. It's been a long time since I've gotten hurt by a man who melted.
Oh, melted?
He was not a real person.
Oh, got it.
He was a fake.
Okay.
I think. But a lot of us are fake. I don't know. CL changed her hair and now it's all confusing.
Cameron called her Frankie. Does she like that name better?
That is also very confusing. I'm unsure. I think they have been wandering. They have not been at their home recently. Not when I stopped by.
Got it. Well, I was just with the people who were attacking that night. I was hoping to get a little more information, because we do know, unfortunately, one of the people who Angel Sire, the one who does all the organizing of all the Elysiums and all of that, he was in on it. He was...
Angel is your friend with, I met him. I did.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
The one that, well, I guess they both wear suits. Yeah. Anyway, his sire, Marcus, was part of why that happened.
Oh. Is he dead?
Hey, Tasha, above table, is he dead?
Not that you know of. He ran off. You don't know if he got caught.
Last time we talked to him, he was possessing someone. So.
Yeah.
I don't think so. He's no longer... The prince knows what happened. It seems like...
He won't be undead for very long, it seems.
He thought that somehow what he was doing would help us get our souls back, or help some kindred redeem themselves somehow.
The returning of a soul. Do we not have a soul?
Or like connection to humanity. That was me extrapolating. It might not be that, but like it's the Golconda thing. Maybe you don't know.
A bit. Dana has explained.
It wasn't just him, though, because we knew Omega had... No, it was Alpha, not Omega. Alpha had told us that there were kindred that were informing them, and I did just learn it wasn't just Marcus. There was also a woman.
Oh, there was the man we fought. He had a second Inquisition with him, but he was kindred.
Okay. So there's 3, possibly, then.
Mm-hmm. And the fake man is alive somewhere else, I think.
So, Marcus, the fake man,
Mm-hmm.
and then this... I'm not sure if these dots are actually connected, but my mind immediately wanted to connect them. Were you being watched by a woman?
Yes.
Is she gone?
Well, many women. Which?
A kindred woman who is now gone.
Oh.
She was watching 2 coteries, one from each side.
She did say that. And that was involved. Yes, I do have that memory of hers.
You have
that she was involved with that other man. That is how that connects, yes. Mm-hmm. I have her memories roughly, though they are confused.
So, okay. It's always nice when things are actually connected and it's not just me extrapolating. Okay,
You're quite good at reading connections. Extrapolation is not necessary.
So, she was also watching us.
She was... When we held her, she said she was going to, I think? Or that might be her thoughts. I'm unsure. She was watching us, but with a gun pointed at our heads. So I killed her and ate her. She is gone.
That's good. So that's 3. I wonder which one's in charge. I don't think it's Marcus, and the other one's dead, so it has to be the fake man.
He was a very mean man. He tried to use students as shields. He will use the kind against you. So beware for that if you meet him.
Afterward, when we were trying to figure out where to go next, because we didn't know where Marcus was, and we didn't know what to do next, and everything was all tangled, and I was trying to figure out how and where and who, and I don't get visions.
Yes.
But I've had 2.
Oh.
And I think... Did you see the first one was when we first talked?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another that night.
That night? The attack? There was
After.
A woman.
In the grave?
Mm-hmm. I saw. We all saw.
You all saw? Mine all saw too. So all 8 of us.
It seems to be the case.
Do you know who she is?
She seems lost. I don't know where. She definitely wanted to escape. She repeated it many times. There is the blood that he provides, and I believe the fake man, works for her? Maybe. I am unsure.
Okay.
Well, the fake man had bad blood. So, like the other bad blood in the city? I don't know how much you all have come across it.
What bad blood?
There is a disease communicable through blood that moves through kindred and kine alike, are what I've found so far. Though kine are unaffected, they are simply carriers.
Do you know what they're unaffected? Does it make does it make it harder to satisfy the beast?
Yes, it extrapolates. It presents symptoms of higher blood potency to those who do not have high blood potency.
Maddox.
I do not know who that is.
I don't think he's alive anymore. He was a thin blood, and then he wasn't. Too fast.
I have not met many.
Too fast. He wasn't anymore. And he said he couldn't have been more than a week of full kindred by the time we met him, and he said that even animals wouldn't satisfy him at all anymore. He went completely so fast.
After, I will invite you to my home, but please, you will not come through the front door. You'll come in through the lower door. And I can show you the difference between the bad and good blood. I've been studying. I've already met many kindred with bad blood.
Okay.
I would be careful of feeding in the future.
This makes so much sense. Okay. This explains a lot. Okay.
Have you met those with bad blood?
I think so. I think Maddox, certainly.
Yes. Seems to be the case.
I'm concerned about and I think Leonia pauses here. Tara is insightful enough and knows how to read Leonia well enough, especially since we're freaking psychically linked. She's trying to figure out if it's
I got an inside of 4, not to brag.
She's she runs through the is it safe to say exactly who I'm thinking of? And
a little goal. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Yeah, no, I'm just going off about looks at my passive subterfuge or whatever. I know that's not a thing in this system, but whatever. No, you can tell she's running through a quick is it safe to say exactly who I'm thinking of? And comes to I think Cameron, the one, I don't think you've met him. He's the 4th in our coterie. I live with him, and I think he said bottled isn't helpful at all anymore. So
that is an early stage symptom.
Yeah. I knew something was wrong. It
won't, as well as animals. And then it seems like without the draining of someone, it will be hard to completely satisfy the beast, even more so.
You know if there's a way to slow it down or anything?
I'm researching.
Okay.
I don't know yet. Early stages. I've just updated my lab.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to gain access. There's a clinic I found that has a satisfactory is a good word, medical lab that I was going to try and use.
Okay. Do you think it would be bad to have people of the tower know about this? Not about your involvement, but about this in general, about the fact there is bad blood.
I'm surprised they don't know.
Okay, they might. Maybe I just don't know that they know. Because I do...
The tower is vigilant.
I do have access, not access, but I do know of some sorcerers that maybe their research could be helpful.
They're interesting. I've never been in their chantry.
Yeah.
I think is the word. It's fascinating.
It is. I have. It is. I think at this point we might start walking towards whatever direction we need to go. And then Leonia will narrate the whole ordeal that we went through.
I was about to say the same thing. I think they chat for a little bit and continue to walk towards your car. Do you indeed leave the body there?
Yes.
Or do you? Okay.
Yes.
And she will direct you to a public parking that you can leave your car at before eventually leading you through the sewers to her home, where she'll start to explain some of her findings to you, and you two can spend the rest of the evening together just enjoying time and in this calmer night amongst many busy nights, which is, I think, where we will put a pause on this vampire story.
Season 2 soon.
Season 2 soon. We're very excited. And thank you so much to everyone who has watched tonight. Thank you so much to the absolutely wonderful Rosie here for running tech and recording this and being so put together, where my brain has been so scattered with the break and everything. So thank you so much. Do we want to do work shout-outs or?
Check the description. I'm guessing this is going to get posted on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll have stuff in the description. We can say though, the date that Sanguine Scourge season 2 will be launching. Let me look at my calendar. It will be in February. We're starting with the Anarchs this time. On February 3rd. The Anarchs will be every other Tuesday.
Which is a switch up from the regular Friday spot. So definitely keep a lookout for that.
You'll see Tasha, that way. Tasha as Tara, with Excel GMing, and of course our lovely CL, Cassio, and Cassandra. And every other Thursday, the first Camarilla episode will be the 12th of February. We are sticking to our every other Thursday schedule as we did for season 1 with our lovely storyteller, Tasha. Myself, Kate as Melodine, Excel as Cameron, and Justin as Angel. We have some really interesting stuff coming up.
There's a lot of planning that's been happening, and we're all very excited to share it.
So, yeah. Tune in, Twitch, all of that stuff. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye.